Greetings and welcome to Chant a Psalm a Day. How is everyone out there today? Awesome, awesome. Today is the 24th. Yesterday we celebrated the birthday of His Majesty. Yes, we did. 132nd birthday of His Majesty. Today we are celebrating we keep celebrating the birthday of His Majesty Haile Selassie I, and we are giving that remembrance of what that means and how it's important to communicate, because when you accuse someone of cheating on you and they react like no they didn't, and they turn it around to make you look like you got something up that's not, like you're not seeing the full picture. So Kamala Harris said it. She said cheaters, they break the rules for their own gain. And that's what she's talking about, Trump, really. But I'm looking at it as all cheaters, people who lie, well, not lie, but people who are not upfront and honest. Like, they don't know how to tell you that they're breaking up with you, so they keep you in the dark until they have gotten with someone, and then they start telling you this isn't working and blasey blasey. So in the psalm today, it's talking about letting go of these things and letting go of what is hurting you and just releasing it, because karma is something that is going to come back around, and that's why we have to be careful how we deal with people, because when we're not careful how we deal with people, then we have situations that can happen that's not good. So we're talking about Psalm 65, and Psalm 65, let me share this on Facebook so folks can see. Oops. Wait. Copy. Okay. So I'm getting this on Facebook. Want to see the chant a psalm, so I'm posting it across social media. So we have YouTube and we have Facebook. I even can go on Instagram on the gram and share it there as well. Let me see if I can or not. Let's see, Instagram. I don't see it. So the psalm today is 65. And Psalm 65 Psalm 65 is called, it's titled actually, The Most High of I and I Future. Okay? I can't go live on this. Okay, I can't go live on that. Okay. All right, it's okay. We have Facebook and we have YouTube. So let's get started with the psalm. So in the translation, I take out the pronouns and I just use words that are already there. They're just hidden under the pronouns. So I'm not taking anything out. I am just lifting up the word, lifting it up. So when we look at the word praise, we look at that word as part of pray, right? And prayer. So I don't use that word because it also means an animal that is about to be eaten or killed. So I don't use that. We're going to commune with righteousness. We're going to talk to the Most High. We're going to sit in communication with the Most High. So that is due to the Most High in the perfection of righteousness. So, and to the Most High, to that righteousness, everyone shall perform their vows. Vows shall be performed. So in verse 2, everyone who listens to the words of communication to the Most High righteousness shall come. All flesh is going to come. It says, O you who hear prayer, to you shall all flesh come. So, O you who listen to words, you listen to the words of communication to the Most High, all flesh, all human living is going to come. So verse 3, when inequities prevail against I and I, righteousness atones for I and I transgressions. So let me see, where's my book? I think I left it somewhere. Okay. When we talk about it, and if you go to my channel yesterday, I reviewed the 10 Commandments. And I think I must have left it in the other room. Hold on, people. Okay. So I've been guilty of one of these commandments. Okay. And it's the 8th commandment. And I've been guilty of it because when you tell your story about hurt and someone's causing that, it may make them look, bad. So you don't want to do that. In the 8th commandment, it says, you shall not bear false witness against people, right? And sometimes we want to tell our story and we want to express how someone made us feel. However, we don't want to slander, we don't want to betray or destroy folks' reputations. If they're a cheater, leave them, right? You don't have to blast them for their behavior and for their cheating, right? According to the 8th commandment. So you don't want to destroy their reputation that, this is what they are. They're a cheater and they're they weren't communicating with you about leaving you. They just left. So instead, we are to come to their defense, speak well of them, and interpret everything they do in the best possible light. So when we talk about the eighth commandment, this is what I'm going to post here on Facebook to let folks know that I was wrong, and I could admit that I was wrong. Um, Okay, so I can admit when I was wrong. I was wrong to post my feelings on Facebook about my past relationship and the feelings of betrayal, of being used, taken for granted, and lied to. According to the eighth commandment, we are to come to one's defense, speaking well of them, and interpret everything they do in the best possible light. Okay, even though it may not be in the good light and we might not see it in that light, we have to interpret it in the best possible light. Okay, so do not slander them or destroy their reputations. The eighth commandment. When you feel someone betrayed you, speak well of them, looking always at the best in them, that possibly they couldn't communicate their feelings thoroughly and their maturity level may not be where yours is at. So do not talk bad about them. Send them love, light, and prosperity as well as forgiveness. And you move on. So in that is where I've come to. And when you are not able to see your own mistakes and see your own faults and shortcomings, you're never going to be able to grow and receive the glory that is there for you of goodness and mercy and life in abundance. So, when I talk about the interpretation of the scriptures and looking at how we can be better for ourselves, be better for ourselves and for other people, this is what is important: to be better for yourself and for others, right? And when you are trying to do that, then you self-reflect on your own self. And in that self-reflection, let's see, in that self-reflection, you realize I may have made an error here, I may have made an error there, etc. So let's see. So from July 20th, I posted about cheating. Have you ever been cheated on? And why do people cheat? And cheating is an immature behavior, part of childhood trauma. And cheating deserves forgiveness. When somebody's cheated on you or hurt you, you have to forgive. And when we talk about that, and we talk about, when people hurt you, when people hurt you, you want to not attack their character or attack their reputation, right? And being the last person to know about somebody moving on to a next relationship, it's a lack as a result of immaturity. So you send love to those who hurt you, real God love, because karma is real talk. And what I did was I archived these posts. I archived these posts, and let me fix it. Okay, here it is. So I'm gonna edit this. Okay, so let's get to the psalm. Okay, let's get to the, let's so that is our eighth commandment, and I had to what happened here? And it pulls. Okay, so let's look. What are we in? 28 minutes. So, verse 3. When inequities prevail against I, righteousness atones for I and I transgressions. Verse 4. Blessed is the one you choose and bring near to dwell in your place, in your righteousness. I and I shall be satisfied with the goodness of righteousness' house, the islandness of righteousness' temple. Um, Let me just move this to archive. And then um, Uh, so when we look at verse 1, 2, 3, and 4, we're looking at this giving of yourself. So it's about what is due to that righteousness, that goodness and mercy. What is due there, and how that gives um how that gives us an advocate. It keeps us in that space. Okay, I'm not finding my archives, but okay. Uh, okay, here, let me see, archive. So it gives us this July 22nd. Okay, so this is gonna, it's called Don't Split the Pole. This is gonna be part of a story, and that story is gonna be told because I'm gonna have to take out people's names for reasons of privacy. Um, yeah. So, it's important that you tell your side of the story of what has happened. So, from January 2018 all the way to January 2024, I've documented this. Um, so, I'm going to have to send this. Send that out. And when we look at verse 5 now, it's talking about awesome works. How awesome, through awesome works, we are answered with righteousness, and our most high of our future salvation, the hope of all the ends of the earth and of the Father sees. The one who through strength established the mountains, being girded with might, who stills the roaring seas, the tumult of the people, so that those who dwell at the ends of the earth are in awe at the signs of this creator. And that's make the Most High makes the going out of the rise and the night to shout for joy. Um, I'm multitasking. So that is verse 8. Verse 9, righteousness visits the earth and waters it and greatly enriches it. And the river of righteousness is full of water and provides grain. So for I and I, it's been prepared. So water, the Most High waters the furrows abundantly, settling its ridges. So we're talking about farming and planting here, softening it with showers and blessing its growth, and giving a crown, the crown the year with bounty, and the wagon tracks are overflowing with abundance. So the pastures of the wilderness overflow, the hills gird themselves with joy, the meadows clothe themselves with flocks, the valleys deck themselves with grain, they shout and chant together for joy. So we see all the way from in Psalm 65, verse 9 to 13, gives us planting, growing, and enriching and giving of life. So that is powerful in itself, because it gives us a sense of how we can mirror that same growth. As we are plants, we are like trees planted by the rivers of water that bring forth fruit in due time. So when you see that, you know this is part and parcel of you. Is part and parcel of you. So I want to look quickly at the verse of the day, and it's coming from Psalms 112, verse 5. Good will come to those who are generous and lend freely, who keep themselves with justice, who keep their affairs with justice. So this is important. Good will come to those who are generous and lend freely. So when you lend, you don't expect it back. Okay, when I give, I'm like, okay, it's okay, you don't have to give it back. And that's why good will come to those who are generous and lend freely, who keep their lives and their affairs with justice. So equal rights and justice is an important piece of this verse of the day. So we have good coming when you are generous and lending freely. So that is our verse today. And let's look at the word today, because the word today is ease. Ease. I give my concerns over to God and find ease. So whatever concern you have or whatever situation you're going through, you give it over to God. You give it over to righteousness, to mercy, to love. That is what God represents in all its fullness. And the power of that ultimately is what is going to overcome all adversity and challenges. So when I feel ill at ease, my body may become tense, my mind anxious, and I may feel a deep ache in my life. These feelings nudge I to go within and touch the love and presence of the Most High in prayer and contemplation. As I shift my attention away from the concerns of my outer waking life and bring my focus to my inner life, my mind settles and my heart opens. Finding and following my heart's wise mind is the key to living a life of ease and grace. Love guides my way, leading me to greater harmony, deeper love, and meeting life circumstances with gentleness and balance. My heart's wise mind and love guide me to situations that match my life's energetic vibration. As I feel ease within, I find ease in the world. I want to be free from anxieties. This is 1 Corinthians 7:32. So I receive that. I want to be free from anxieties. Yeah. So First Corinthians 7:32 is about being anxious. Okay, being anxious. So so when we look at the word today, ease, you want to take it ease. You want to be at ease. Okay, you want to be at ease. You want to have that with you, that ease of life. Okay, um, and you want that because that is what is going to keep you together, and you want to be together. You want to be, a full person of, goodness and mercy and love and kindness. You want that. And you want to be able to admit that when you were wrong. Okay, I admit that I was wrong. I admit that I aired things on social media that I may not supposed to have aired. However, you move from that and you learn from that and you grow from that. So in that growth, I give thanks that I can be able to see my shortcomings and to see where I went south that wasn't helping me. Okay, remember, forgiveness is not for you but for the other person. Really, it's not for the other person, it's for you. When you forgive, you're letting go, and that letting go brings you to new experiences. So we're gonna end now the psalm, and we give thanks that we're able to chant the psalm a day. Thank you for listening in and for joining Chant a Psalm a Day. We are going to outro with our chant a psalm. And have a blessed day, everyone. So let's recap. We have the Psalm 65 today, and then we have our word today, ease, and we also have our verse today that's coming from Psalm 112. So have a blessed day, everyone. We'll be here next time.